up, YouTube? This is Woodard Films. Today I'm going to show you what Lovable.dev can do for you or your small business. To start off, Lovable is a AI-powered platform. It's going to let you build a website and app just by describing what you want. You don't have to start with a code. You don't have to hire a designer, a programmer, a coder. You really don't need any experience at all to go through this website and create something for your small business. For this video, I'm going to create a website from scratch. I'll walk you through the prompting process, show you how easy it is to make changes once your first version is built. So to start off, we're going to kind of create a fake home organizing company. So let's jump into Lovable and get started. So as you can see here, we got the website up. I bought some credits on there, a little subscription. I think it's $20 a month, which is plenty to get going with what you need for your site. So first off, let's see what we want to do here. We want to feed it a prompt, and I did use ChatGPT to kind of fine tune a prompt based on what we're doing. So I'm gonna go ahead and copy and paste that over here, and I'll let you guys see it. Basically, we're creating a modern, professional one-page website for home organizing company. We're going to call it Oak and Pine Home Organizing. I just chose my local area for the location that it's in. The more detailed you can be in the beginning with the prompt, not only just telling it the design, but the purpose, the audience, who it's meant for, kind of what sections you want. We want this one to kind of lure people in to book a free consultation and view the services. I also added in here, we want it to work great on desktop and mobile. We want to be able to have people fill out a contact form. It sends us their info, and also kind of where we can just showcase what we've done. So you can either right here select plan or build. I like to select plan just because it allows the AI system to read what you're wanting and bounce back ideas that it has that can make the website or app as good as it can. And you'll see here, it does take about 2-3 minutes to run through and have it kind of build up what it wants to do. It's already popping up the plan down here and generating it. Alright, so we gave it the business name, the target audience, the location, the main goal, the styles, and kind of the sections we want to include. Like I said, the more direction you give it up front, the better the first version is usually going to turn out. Alright, so it's already come up with our plan. Oak and Pine Home Organizing, a one-page site. This is more of like a landing page. Let's see what it's going to make the hero, services, why. And if there's anything you want to change, you can come in here and change the plan if you don't like what it's doing. It's also going to tell you what it's not going to do. And because this is a basic site, we're not looking to register members, make users, set up payments. It's just going to forbid all that. It's not going to go through all that right now. You can always add it later, or if you wanted to add any of these things, you can have it add now. Once you go through that plan, though, come over here and hit approve. And this is probably the longest part, as it gets the very first, rough draft of what you've sent it, and see how it goes. And the nice thing about this too is you can go through the desktop view, tablet view, mobile view, and see what other people will see as they visit your site. And you can see here it's generating the images, it's going through it. You can always replace these. If there's images you have from doing the job, you can go in there and attach it right down here and just tell it like, hey, I want to replace the image of the closet with this image, the image of the playroom with this image. Really, once it gets that first draft out there, you tell it, hey, I don't like this, I don't like the wording of this, can you change this? And it does it for you. It's pretty awesome. Any small text changes, maybe you don't like book a free consultation, you want it to say schedule your free consultation, or some other style of wording. And another thing I like about this is it can also work on your SEO, your search engine optimization, which is huge because that is how people find your site from Google, Yahoo, Bing, whatever they're using. So it can help with all those behind the scenes details. Once it gets the draft out there, we'll see how it looks. We can have it run test to make sure everything's operating as it should, send test emails, um, really test all the functionality, the security of the site. Lovable will do all of that for you if you just prompt it to do so. I think, as you can see, it's still going through all this, but I think one of the main benefits to Lovable is the speed and the time you're saving. You don't need to know coding. You don't need to hire a web designer, a host. You just use the $20 a month. You can make changes as you go. If you want to add on a blog at a later time, you can. But you're going to see we just started with a random idea, a fake company, and it's going to turn into a full-fledged website. And while this is going through, just to give you some ideas of practical uses, say you have a landscaping company, landscaping business, lawn mowing, home repairs, really anything you can think of. If you want a site that people can come to see your products, it's so easy just with a prompt. All right, your oak and pine home organizing landing page is live. They chose a warm cream and sage palette. All requested sections, working contact form with validation and fully responsive. So you can see here, it popped it up. We can go through and look. This is called your hero, kind of like the first thing they see when they come onto your page. It's got your hero image and some text here, less clutter, more room to live. One thing I don't like personally is the M dashes, so I'll probably have it remove all the M dashes. I feel like it's a dead giveaway that AI created it, which there's nothing wrong with, but people do make those assumptions, and it might turn them away. All right, it's got the functional spaces. Yeah, not bad, right? I mean, not bad for an initial prompt. Images like this would probably want to be replaced right before and after because it's not even the same closet. Same with Playroom. So it does its best to give you these generated images, but you're going to want to replace all that with your actual stuff, right? And your actual client testimonials you'll put in here. And that was just from one prompt. Created the site, created the contact form. I'm going to say, I do not like M dashes. Can you please remove that? And you just talk to it like a normal person that fixes it right there on the spot. You don't like the colors, it'll change it. You don't like the images, it'll change it. You want to create a different logo, different pages, it'll do it. And that's probably one of the biggest benefits of Lovable.dev. You're not having to communicate back and forth with a designer. You're not having to go through emails, wait for replies, get changes hours later. It's going to do it right here on the spot. It's already going through and removing them. Done. I removed every M dash from the landing page content. Let's see. And this is called a one-pager. It's all on one page. It still has your links that go to each section, but you're just doing one page here. If you go up to publish, nobody can see this yet. So everything so far is just behind the scenes. You can invite other people to collaborate with and make changes and get feedback. We'll go up to publish, hit continue. If we want everybody to see it, we'll do public. Gives you these options here. You can mess with the title, description, upload a social image. Social image is kind of what's going to be seen on Google when people are searching for your site. By default, you can also have it generate an image. We'll continue. One of the features I really like is the deep security scan. So you run scan. It says it'll take about 4 minutes. This is a pretty light site, so it'll probably be a little faster, but it's going to identify any vulnerabilities that you could have on your site where a hacker or bad actor could come in and mess with your stuff. So once it gets done with that, it will fix it for free. It'll fix all your security issues without costing any credits. Go through that, and then you'll hit publish. It's going to go through, do the publishing, and it will provide you a link that you can share on your pages, your social media, your business cards. You can also add a .com if you want. You can see right here, they kind of just made up a Lovable.app domain. But eventually, if you wanted to add like oakenpine.com or some sort of actual domain name, you can do that. Down here, you see, look, it wants us to review the SEO. All right, it's live. We'll come down here, review SEO. Has all these back end options. It kind of guides you and helps you. Look, get a custom domain. It has some recommendations on what's available. Scans the project. What can we do to make it more visible on AI and more visible on search engines? And it fixes it. Try to fix. Throws it over here. Runs through, makes the changes, or if it has questions, it'll come up and ask you for more information on what you're wanting to do, what kind of details that you need, that it needs to fix the problem. And that's about it. That's Lovable. We can look real quick at the site. There it is. There's Oaken Pine Organization Company. And again, this isn't going to completely erase the need for strategy and kind of doing some deep research on how you want to stand out against a competitor, but it does get you a presence on the web. People can search Oaken Pine and find your site and see what it's all about. You'll tell it what email to send, and there you have it. That's just a basic, quick intro to Lovable. There's so much more you can do with it by connecting such as Stripe for payments. You can have people pay on your site, register usernames, passwords, membership portals. I mean, there's a lot of different connections. You can have it connect to your Google Calendar scheduling app. Really, I really haven't run into a scenario where I haven't been able to do something with Lovable. Does it mess up? It'll mess up sometimes. It's really about your prompt, how clear you are, how detailed you give it, but you work through it as you play around and see what you like and don't like and what you want. And you can always go down here if you don't want it to build right away. You can plan and just ask it a question. I might want to integrate a calendar booking system. What do you suggest? Another cool thing right here is that it queued my next message. I know you can't see it behind my camera here, but I'll show you real quick. I put, I might want to integrate calendar booking system. What do you recommend? And it stuck it in the queue. So as soon as it's done fixing those SEO findings that it had, it's going to shoot up my next message here and give me some feedback. And we'll see what it says. And those changes were made, but they are not live on the site until you hit the publish button again and republish those changes. You can see here it's reviewing integration options for scheduling systems. And usually it'll break it down by what the easiest approach is or different options such as Google Calendar or whatever other widgets are out there that you can use. See right here. Who needs to see availability and book appointments? Just you, the business owner, or you and your end users booking with each other. And you can select one of these, and it just goes through options that it might be able to do for you, and you just hit submit. And it starts building it. And again, it's that back and forth feedback. The more specific you are, the more detailed you are, the better understanding that it has on what to provide for you. And like just there, it came back with some more options. Hey, I've thought about what you want. I want to get a little more detail on what it is you're asking for, and you provide it what it needs. Creates a plan. It's going to pop up a plan for you to, same thing like when we first created the site. Usually it'll come up with a plan for this edition that you want, and it'll have you approve the plan before going forward. And up here you can preview. Here's what it looks like on a tablet. Here's what it looks like on a mobile phone. And it just popped up the plan down here. You can go through it, fix it, make changes, just based on what you want. All right, well, that is a preview to what Lovable.dev is. There's many other sites out there like it. I like Lovable because it does have that built-in back-end system and lots of third-party integration that makes it very useful. I will try to do some reviews on some of the other options that are out there, Bolt.new, Base44.com, and just kind of show you a difference. And we can stick with this Oak and Pine Delight and see the differences between what each one creates. But if you found this useful, I appreciate you watching, sticking along. And if you want more content like this, just shoot a like, subscribe, throw a comment down there, and we will keep making these videos.